All right, let's start with Dennis. So, Dennis, you and I were just in a meeting going over some of the extra sort of write data commands. Um, so, we just discovered signing data, you can't sign with a key, you have to sign with a light identity. Also, the data output was a little different than what was expected. So I've assigned that to you, Dennis. And I guess, Dennis, you're also working on the ledger?
Yeah, so I'm trying to focus as much as I can on the ledger stuff, so I'm making progress there. Still working on getting some of the auto generator encoders converted over, and almost done with that. And then also in terms of the standing up the two new test net, I think Stuart was going to meet yesterday to find out about the new servers that are going to be stood up, and I haven't heard back from Stuart yet regarding that. So once we do, we'll be standing those up. And I think also the hearing back from Niles, the deployment is going to probably be delayed a week or onboard.
Yeah.
So that buys us a little bit of time there. Yeah, that sounds good.
And do you know if we got permission to stand up those additional nodes?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to hear back from Stuart on.
Okay, that's what you're waiting for, Stuart. Gotcha. Very good. All right. And then, Dennis, at some point I'd like to go through the proof of how to prove the signature, and then I'll also of the light data account. So I'm curious how that works.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit there.
Sorry.
I'm going to be unavailable for a good part of the afternoon today, but we can meet either after this meeting or later.
Okay, sounds
tomorrow
good.
Morning or something.
Sounds good. Yeah, tomorrow's fine. Okay. Ethan, validate anchor and synthetic transaction keys against DN. Okay, so this is something you were discussing yesterday in Discord, I believe, or in Teams.
Maybe, I don't know. This is I've discussed some of it, I guess.
Okay. Each validator node must have its own private validator key. Keybook is also used to manage the protocol. If one operator runs multiple keys. Okay, so there'll be a separate keybook.
It's not a key book, but there's a separate collection of keys.
Okay. Gotcha. Sounds good. All right, so this is something that Fairy Proof talked to us about, right?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds good. All right, this is just general, nice to have. So have you started working on the, too many clicking. So before we do this task, Ethan, are you going to work on the other higher priority tasks?
You mean the ones that are unassigned?
Yeah.
I had not made any particular plans.
Okay. If you can, I think it's probably more important to move on to AC 1710, if you agree with that, after the task that's in progress.
I think the other task that's in the backlog is going to be like an hour of fiddling around with the node. It's not a...
Okay. Okay.
It's not fine. Like writing code. It's just verifying that we can do what we think we have the capabilities that we need, that we have. It is verifying that we have a capability that we think we have.
That's a good thing. All right, that sounds good. All right, deal too many open files error. Okay. Jeff, do you have any questions on this task?
Yeah, I've been digging into this and searching the web for possible solutions. I had suggested some issues which I thought were causing the problem. So, yeah, I'll discuss with Ethan again and see.
Okay, that sounds
Mostly I was working on the timestamp issue.
yeah.
I'll push the commit in a few minutes.
Great.
I don't know if it has solved the problem, but let's see.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you can query the major blocks to see if they're being indexed properly as a test. All right.
And by default, they're every 12 hours, so that's
It's a long test.
there is that I pointed out that test in that does the sets them to 5 minutes and runs it in the simulator. So that one you should be able to use to test it in a reasonable amount of time.
Did you attach the simulator? Oh wait, you said you did that already?
I messaged Jathan with the location of that test.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, I remember we did that task a while ago, so we didn't have to wait so long. Alright, the staking application. Mr. Paul Snow, how's that coming along?
It's coming along fairly well. That's not really true. I think today ARSR is supposed to update their repository,
Okay.
and they are supposed to have an update of where they are. Yeah, that's kind of where it is. I would I was just looking over here to see if they've updated it yet. It looks like they have not yet updated it. So I'll email them and see where they are. They said they'd do it by get the update of the repository by Friday.
Okay. That sounds good. Yeah, I'd love to start testing that. And then you're working on, you and Ethan have talked about the data migration.
Yeah, I am running the migration software. We need to get some performance improvements on it. I got a profiling version from Ethan yesterday, along with it's integrated into Develop, so it's got some performance improvements. Ethan, you and I'll need to talk about the results so far, but we do need some significant improvements before the end of next month.
Yeah. Yep. And Sandra, welcome back. So this is okay. Query TX user should accept the full. All right. So yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Remain backwards compatible. I would say yes. I don't know. That's not my decision.
Unmute? Yeah, I'm in the train. So
What's that? Can you repeat that, Sandra?
yeah, with my on my cell phone in the train, so it's a little bit noisy here. Yeah, I picked up a task today, which I thought I could finish today. I did. The other task that's in my name about Tendermint, I need some feedback on what's exactly the the idea
Okay.
for going on there. I saw another ticket that I can pick up still. It was about the CSV import during Genesis, but I'm going to have some questions about that also. But
Which
I'm
tab?
going to train. I better
Which tab?
do those in Jira.
You said it was. Where is that in the backlog?
Yeah, there's still in the backlog. There's also one is nobody's name is the one with the CSV import during Genesis. I could pick that up if nobody else wants it, but then you're going to have some questions.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you talk to Ethan about the next thing for you to work on, or
Okay.
Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis said yesterday in the with demo Tuesday that was just to pick any that was available. But I will.
Yeah. So here's Raja sent me a couple that would be good to add. Not able to write specific string and data accounts, and then the fee schedule was a bit off for writing to a data account. So those would be good for you to pick up on, unless Dennis and Ethan say otherwise. I'll shoot those over to you. All right. So I think that does it.
So Abhishek is on, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, there he is. Hey, Abhi.
Hi. Hey, hi.
Okay, so you saw the data, key import command, import keys back in the database, counts the same way.
This is
Okay.
up for review.
What was that?
This is up for review, so
Up
it
for
can
review.
be reviewed.
Gotcha. Okay. And so by account, is this for basically the keys of an entire ADI?
Yeah, all the ADIs account in the wallet.
All right, cool.
So
Dennis, you were talking about having the BIP44 formatted in such a way that we can organize things by keys and key pages. Would that help at all with importing?
We're talking about importing keys.
Yeah.
No, I think it would probably help with. It's more for organizing keys, like after restoring wallets and stuff, and on different wallets. So, for example, I can generate the same predictable keys on the web wallet as I can with the CLI.
Gotcha.
Given the same seed.
Gotcha.
So,
okay, that makes sense. Validator set at Genesis is in progress.
this is almost done. I have a clarification. I'll just try to connect with Ethan. Once that is proper, then I'll create an about.
Perfect.
I'll work on that.
Validators, Genesis validators. You can't start. Okay. Very good. All right. That all sounds good. I see we have a thumbs up from Jonathan on the ledger. Jonathan, would you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Sure. I was invited by Actham. I am relatively new in the space, but I'm a real estate and AEC software professional. I actually was a licensed general contractor and a real estate portfolio manager, and now I'm delving into the software space. So I'm very excited about this project, and I'm gonna, if I have the okay, I'm gonna shamelessly self-promote my project on the Web3athon Discord channel, so everyone can take a look. Thank you.
Sure. Nothing wrong with a little self-promotion. well, nice to meet you, Jonathan. And yeah, please attend these meetings every Thursday if you'd like. They're here for the community. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Jonathan just added it into the Discord, into our channel here. All right. Great work. Take care, everyone.